Hi, good morning.
So
Yeah.
next week, so um, next week is so Wednesday is my last classes because it's the end of the year now.
Okay.
And so next week at some point we have because they don't want to do like an online final paper like a written assignment.
Hmm.
They're making us do a 10-minute um, chat with professor on
Hmm.
Zoom,
Hmm.
and you can like they basically any one of so like from all the worksheets that we've been doing, any one of the worksheets that we submitted,
Hmm.
they can pick any question
Okay.
and ask your thought process was or why did you do this way or whatever. So
Yeah.
next week, I still don't know what day my meeting is, because they
Okay.
haven't sent out the link yet. They just sent this out yesterday that this is what they're gonna be doing.
Okay.
Um, so next week, can we go over like all the um all
Theory.
the worksheets that I've sent you so far
Worksheet.
and like go
Okay.
through each question and like say what we
And
went through?
and they said why we are doing something like how the first question is how we'll do the question, but they may ask you why we are doing that, right?
Like they can ask, yeah, so they can give you a question that you've solved in the worksheet
Hmm. Hmm.
before. They the answers, right? And
Yeah.
they'd be like, what thought process did you use to get here,
Yeah. Yeah.
or what is the concept behind this,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
how did you get to this? So I've understood everything that we've done, but can we
Hmm.
just next week
Yeah.
go
Yeah.
over it once?
Definitely.
Because
Definitely.
it's not much. It's only 10 points, but
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that
Yeah, yeah, sure. And even I'll share my videos with you also on the which where I have
hmm,
covered the theory part on multivariable function,
hmm,
differentiation, partial derivative, and this multiple integral. So I'll try to collect all the theory part
okay,
and I'll send it to you so that you can go through that so that the concept will
okay,
be very much clear to you. And then we'll go through your sheet also so that you will get an understanding of how to solve the questions.
okay, fine.
Right? Okay.
Sounds
So
good.
yeah. So
Thank you.
yeah. So we have the extension of multiple integral today. Uh, the sheet you sent me.
Yeah.
Just a second. Let me open that sheet. Before that, I'll give you some write-ups because it is depend on some other concept that we have been doing. In last class,
Yeah.
we
So the
were
first question is like something we did last class.
so in last class we were doing rectangular method, which is the Riemann sum, Riemann sum approximation to figure out the volume.
Yeah.
That similar concept. So it is an extension of that. Like we are going to, even we have introduced multiple integral in the last class only, right? So based on that
Yeah.
multiple integral, we are going to find the volume of the region under the surface, right? And how
Hmm.
this multiple integral is used to calculate volume. So just let me give a second so that I can open the worksheet.
Started raining, so
Yeah, not here,
it's so
not
nice.
here, not here. It was in the morning.
Yeah, it rained last night, but still, so it was so hot before it has become very cool.
Mm. COVID-19 and rain, horrible. Okay,
So at least lockdown technically over.
yeah, nobody can help in this natural situation. Like this is what happening. So better to
Yeah.
surrender.
really. So
Yeah. Okay. So, so the question, yeah, before I uh, go into the question directly, let me give you some brief about what we have done before and how the topic is switching. Okay. So in the previous class, we have like I'm trying to draw some three-dimensional figure. I hope it will drawn properly.
mhm.
So suppose x-axis. Awesome. So this is y-axis. Let's say it's x. This is z-axis. Okay. Now the figure of three-dimensional. So basically, we take uh, you know the surface on xy axis, right? So like this is surface on xy axis. Okay, the rectangular region that we have been talking
Yeah.
about, and then I have drawn that rectangular region in 2D plane like this. If you can remember the previous class, that was this, right? And then I have divided this rectangular region into four equal rectangles. Okay, so basically square.
Mhm.
So and then this is along x and y. This is in xy plane. So what is happening here to figure out?
Yeah.
See, the function is given to us, right? F of x comma y is equal to xy in the given question, right? So when this rectangular region,
Yeah.
okay, shoots up and it intersects the surface, right? When this rectangular region shoots up along z-axis, it intersects the surface. It
Mhm.
covers some volume. Am I right? So we are figuring out the volume of that particular region under the surface. Am I making myself clear here?
Yeah.
Because this was discussed in the
Yeah.
previous class, right? So I'm trying to draw
Yeah.
one diagram here, which is, yeah. So this is the diagram which looks three-dimensional, so easy to understand the concept of multi-integral, multiple integral. Okay, so this is this. Yeah. Awesome, nice diagram. Okay, so this is basically, let's say
Yeah.
this is three-dimensional figure. Okay, and the above surface, this
Yeah.
surface, okay, this surface is basically
Mhm.
f of x y, f of x comma y,
Yeah.
or we can say z. We usually represent that as z is equal to something, right? Z is equal to the function in terms
Mhm.
of x and y. Okay, now the thing is, like we
Yeah.
are finding volume, right? So if I
Mhm.
if I find out this area, there are two ways to doing that, right? The formula proposed in terms of rectangular, the Riemann sum, that was I is equal to 1 to n summation j is equal to 1 to n f of x star ij comma yij star and dA, isn't it? This was the thing
Yeah.
which we have discussed. So this was just the Riemann sum, right? So now dA, not dA, basically it was delta A. It was delta A. Now delta A, what is delta A?
Yeah.
What is delta A basically?
The change in area
No, delta A is
and the area
del x into del y, right?
of one rectangle.
Yeah, for one rectangle, del x into del y. So we know that the
But
multiplication
still
is
the area, na. So you asking me for the formula. I thought you were asking me for what it is.
what? Yeah, yeah. So basically delta A is change in area, what you're saying. Okay, right. So it's obviously change in area. So we'll see that in the diagram. But delta is delta x into delta y. And we know that the multiplication is commutative, right? So we can write delta y into delta x also. It doesn't matter, right? We'll get the same value. So similarly, if I transform this into multiple integral, so the concept is like this, okay, double integration f of x comma y, okay, and dA, okay. This dA can have any order.
Yeah.
It may be dx dy or dy dx,
Right.
right? Because
Yeah.
we can see that the multiplication is commutative, so the same similar concept can be applicable for this also. And but one thing we need to understand, that when we are taking first integration with respect to x, like dx dy, okay, so what is our first integration? First
Yeah.
integration is with respect to x, right, which is inside, okay. So obviously the range
Yeah.
of the of that integration must be about x, right? The range must be about x. So if x is equal to a to b,
X.
so like that we should make, right? Because that shows the range of x along x-axis.
Yeah.
And the outer integration is with
Yeah.
respect to y. So obviously y is equal to c to y is equal to d, where this y and y is equal to c and d
Yeah.
situated. So basically you can understand this on the diagram. When this x ranges from a to b, where the a is lower limit, b is upper limit, and y ranges from c to d, so it gives you one rectangular shape, right? It gives you one rectangular shape.
Yeah.
So that shape is on the surface, on xy surface, and that shape is going to be shoot up on, so that it intersect the surface and we get some volume, right? Now,
Yeah.
so this is the whole process is about. Now we can understand the
So I'll
Cubanist.
just leave it there for 1 minute.
Yeah,
So can you go down for 1 second? I just need the diagram.
okay.
Sorry, so just you and I'm looking at it again when I'm writing it out.
Mhm.
Okay, so done.
Yeah. So now we are going to understand whether how this switching the variable takes place and why there is no effect on this, on the value of volume, right? So like if you consider this diagram here, so
Yeah.
this is along, this is along, uh, where should I show this? So this is the, what this represent, this rectangle, okay, what this represent, this is basically area. It will have some area, isn't it? That area is a of x
Yeah.
is equal to y is equal to, are you getting that? See, y is ranging from this
Yeah.
point to this point, y is changing from this point to this point. We have made x constant here, right? So y is ranging from that point. So y is equal to, let's say it is 0 and 1. So y is ranging from 0 to 1, and let's say the function is basically 4 minus x minus y. So you can simply write 4 minus x minus y here, and with respect to y. So this gives us the area of
Yeah.
this rectangle, right? The vertical
Yeah.
rectangle. So now if suppose we have the area of vertical rectangle and we again integrate that with respect to x, so it will give you volume. Am I right?
Yeah.
You can see the hand
So can you
position.
just explain the 4 minus x minus y ones?
Yeah, this is just a function. This is just a function which represent the surface. It could be anything, like in the given question in your from your worksheet. That function is xy. F of x comma y is equal to xy. So that surface could be anything, right? Here the surface is 4 minus x minus y. Okay, this is random surface.
Yeah.
Okay, so now the thing is we are finding volume by multiple integration, right? So volume is equal to, you know, x is equal to 0 to x is equal to 2, because it intersect at 2. Let's consider x is equal to 2, then ax dx. Okay, so this represent volume. You can understand through my hand position. Say this is the rectangle, vertical rectangle. Okay, and if I integrate this with respect to dx, so it will cover some volume. So we are finding the
Yeah.
volume, right? So that is shown by this
Yeah.
formula, where ax is the vertical rectangle, and that can be found by this formula. So if you merge them, you will get x is equal to 0 to x is equal to 2, y is equal to 0, because ax is basically this above term. So y is equal to 0 to y is equal to 1, 4
Yeah.
minus x minus y dy dx. Okay, similarly, like this is the I have chosen the first integration is with respect to y. So see, y is changing. Are you getting that? Y is changing here. See, y is changing, x is kept constant. Y is changing, x is kept constant, right? Similarly, I can draw the diagram in different ways to figure out the volume. Hmm?
Yeah.
So the same volume can be explained in different ways. So let's say we have same diagram here. uh, okay, this is the same surface we have, where z is equal to 4 minus x minus y. But in this case, now instead of keeping x constant, I am keeping y constant. Okay, so the diagram will change accordingly. So your vertical rectangle
Yeah.
will look like this. Okay, this is the vertical rectangle now, because we are keeping y as constant
Okay.
here, and
Okay.
yeah, y is constant and x
Yeah.
is varying, right? So if you find the volume in this case, so volume is equal to, you know, y is equal to 0 to y is equal to 1 ay dy, where, you know, this rectangular shape is represented by ay, where ay is equal to x is equal to 0 to x is equal to 2, 4 minus x minus y dx. Okay, because we have kept x constant, no, y constant, and x is varying, so we are integrating with respect to x, so that will give you that vertical rectangle. Now we are integrating this that with respect to dx with respect to x, so it will cover some volume, and that volume is represented by this. So there is a concept of multiple integral, but the order doesn't matter. You will get the same order, you will get the same value for switching the variable also. So y is equal to 0 to y is equal to 1, ay is x is equal to 0 to x is equal to 2, 4 minus x minus y dx dy. So you can see here dx dy, whereas in the previous concept
dy.
we had dy dx. Okay, we had dy dx.
Yeah.
So if you if we calculate the value of this volume, it will remain same, because let's find out, because x is equal to 0 to x is equal to 2. Now for this, we are integrating this with respect to y, so obviously x is kept constant, right? So what would be the integration of 4 minus x minus y with respect to y?
4
So
minus
that
x
would be,
minus y with respect to y. So
yeah,
that means x is constant.
yeah,
So 0
4y integration 4y
whole
constant. What is integration of 1? Y
integration.
derivative.
So for y,
Yeah,
derivative is d0. For y and then minus x.
xy. X is constant. We simply consider that as a constant, random constant,
Yeah.
and it's xy
And then minus y square
over 2. Yeah. So 0 to 1 dx. Now once you have integrated with respect to y, so in next term y should disappear. Okay, we shouldn't have y for the next
Yeah.
integration. That if you are having y, like, then you have made some mistake, right? So y should disappear. So x is equal to 0 to x is equal to 2. Now we will substitute 1 here instead of y. So 1 will give us 4 minus x minus 1 by 2. Am I right? And when you put 0, everything will
Yeah.
become 0 then. So no need to put 0. It's done. So now we got this function. We have to integrate this with respect to x now. So with respect to x will be 4x minus x square upon 2.
4x minus x squared by 2 minus half x.
Yeah. So 0 to 2. Now when we substitute 2 here instead of x, so 4 to the 8 minus 4 by 2 minus 1 2 by 2, and when we put 0, it's done. So 8 minus 4 minus 2 2 by 2 1 7. Is it 7? Okay, we'll check it out. Maybe if everything is right.
No, sir.
No?
It's 8 minus 2 minus 1.
4 plus, yeah, 4 plus 2 6. 6 by 2 3.
5.
Yeah,
6, sorry.
5. Yeah, so the answer is 5.
5, yeah.
So now you calculate this one, and then we'll match up whether the answer is right or not, and then we conclude something.
Okay. So this will be integration with respect to x. So
X
y is
first. Yeah.
constant. Yeah. So 4x. Yeah. Minus x squared by 2 minus yx from 0 to 2 dx. Was that correct?
I'll do it with you. Y is equal to 0 to y is equal to 1. Then this is with respect to x. So 4x minus x squared by 2.
Minus x squared by 2 minus yx.
Yeah, yx. So 0 to 2
from
dy.
0 to 2 dx.
Dy.
That's right, so.
Yeah. Then we'll substitute.
Dy. Right.
Yeah. Then we'll substitute 2 here
So,
instead of x.
Minus 2y dy. So 8 minus 2 is 6 minus 2y dy. Now 6y.
This is 8 minus 2,
Oh,
which
so you're
is
directly
6.
doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So,
you directly did the.
yeah. So,
1 second, I slept through the. 6y minus 2y squared by 2, so y squared from 0 to 1. So 6 minus 1, which is 1. So it's the same.
so now we can conclude here, have some write-ups with you. So this is according to the Fibonacci theorem. So this is called Fibonacci theorem. That's why they are equal, and it is equal in any situation, because we have different kind of question, like the last question which you can see here from the sheet is different than the constant. Okay, done.
Yeah.
So see, when x and y both are bounded by certain constant, okay, then we always get rectangular shape on xy plane. Okay, that we have already seen here, because I drawn that. Whenever x and y both are bounded by constant, we get a rectangular shape, rectangular surface on xy plane, and then it is shooting up on the surface to get the volume. But okay,
Yeah.
now let's first solve the question from your sheet, and then I'll explain the fourth one. They all are same, all third, the above three are same. So in your first question, they have said this xy dA, where r is the rectangle width. Okay, so we know r is, see, this is very significant. Okay, this r, where this r lies, that r is in xy plane. Do you understand that? So in this case r is rectangle.
Yeah.
Right, in this case r is rectangle. It could be
Yeah.
anything, but if suppose x and y are bounded by constant, it will always give you rectangle. Right, see, look at the question number 4. Question number 4, x is bounded between 1 and 2, right, and y is bounded between 1 and x.
Yeah.
So y is not bounded within two constant, right? So we won't get rectangle in that case. Rectangle means both x and y must be bounded by constant. So here we can simply write the iterated integral, that they have used the word iterated integral or the repeating integral. So that is basically we have to uh, show the limits here. So if xy is being considered dx dy, so this dx will be the range of dx will be written inside in the second integral, which is x is equal to how much, 0 to 2, right? And the outside integral is for dy. You remember na, the rectangle from the previous class?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I think you
I
can,
remember.
yeah. So this is one form of multiple integral, or you can simply write x is equal to 0 to x is equal to 2, and y is equal to 0 to y is equal to 2, xy dy dx, one and same thing. It doesn't matter. If you switch the variable, it doesn't matter.
So
That
this is
we
what
have
they mean by iterated.
Yeah, iterated integral is this much only. Okay,
And
because we are writing double integration with the limit and everything. The limit is not shown here in this question. The limit is not shown.
Yeah.
Okay, and lot of things, the dA is not shown. So this is not iterated integral. Like dA, we are
Yeah.
differentiating with respect to a. We should have integration with respect to x or y, like that. So that is called iterated integral.
Yeah.
You evaluate that. Now you are comfortable
Got it.
with this.
So I just have a question.
Yeah,
You said, like, in the last question I asked you, where did the 4 minus x minus y come
yeah,
from?
yeah.
You said it would depend on the rectangle.
No.
So now
No.
I'm just wondering what would it be. I'm still confused with that.
Wait, hold on. It doesn't depend on the rectangle. It is the surface given to us. Like it is the function f of
Okay.
x comma y. It is the surface. The surface could be anything. Like this. See, I have marked here. This is the surface only. This is the surface. That is represented by f of x comma y 4 minus x minus y. It doesn't depend on the rectangle.
Okay.
Rectangle is the region which is defined by x and y. Okay, like here,
Okay.
you understand? So rectangle is the region. Like if in your question that rectangle is written here, where this one. Just a second. See, rectangle is written here. This is R. R is that region which
Yeah.
shows the rectangle, which is on xy plane, where the function is x comma y. Okay, uh, the function is f of x comma y, which is xy. So this is something, some surface is there. Are you getting that? If you try to draw that surface,
Yeah. Yeah.
see, I'm just drawing that randomly because I don't know exactly what is xy. So if we can use computer or some other device, so just a second, I have in
Yeah.
my iPad, I can show you that. Is it visible to you, right? This is some practice I was doing.
Yeah.
Uh, so z is equal to xy. So see, you can see here that this is some surface. Okay, xy. Let's say rectangular shape. This is rectangular shape. This is contour curve. You can see that we have squeezed all the level curve. It is showing the contour curve. That is nothing but the rectangular. That is rectangular hyperbola. Hyperbola, right? So this is some surface, okay, and we are finding volume under that surface. Okay, if I try to draw somewhere
Yeah.
on our sheet, so let's say that surface is represented by like this. Okay, let's say the surface is represented by this. This is basically f of x comma y is equal to xy. I'm just taking it randomly. Okay, that surface is basically f of x comma
Okay.
y is equal to xy, but we have to see the surface goes
Okay.
till infinity. It expands. We cannot figure out
Yeah.
the volume under that surface for the infinite expansion. Can we find out? It will cover the whole world,
Yeah.
whole universe, in fact, right? So what we are doing basically, so we are taking some rectangle here that is already bounded by some constant. Okay, so x is bounded by AB, y is bounded by CD, right? See here, like this, CD, AB,
Yeah.
and then we can find out, we are shooting up this up so that it intersect the surface on the surface given to us, like this. Okay, so this part is from f of x comma y.
Yeah.
I have I have colored with green. That part is basically intersecting at
Yeah.
x comma y, f of x comma, which is xy here. So it covers some volume. We are finding the volume of that particular region under the curve. Are you getting it? If we don't limit the x and y axis here, it will go till infinity. Are you getting that? We are not talking about the
Yeah.
infinity case here.
Yeah.
Therefore, x and y, the region is bounded by some constant.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Right.
Are you sure?
So, like 80%.
Okay, what is f of x comma y?
I understood that this is bounded by C and D, and when you take it up, it gets bounded
Yeah, no,
by
no,
some
I'm
constant.
I'm just asking you a few
You
questions.
take that.
I'm just asking a few questions. What is x? What is f of x
Let's
comma
not
y is equal to x y?
the triangle, the rectangle up.
No, the surface. Which
Okay.
surface? That surface. If I take, see this, any object, okay, okay, see this is a mouse, right? So it has some
Yeah.
surface here, it has some surface. So this surface
Yeah.
is represented by f of x comma y. Okay,
Yeah.
so surface is denoted by f of x comma y. Why we are taking rectangle?
Because that's the region that we've been given bounded
Yes,
by.
because reason is defined for, like in your question, the reason is defined the for this domain. X is bounded between 0 and 2, and y is bounded between 0 and 2. So this reason is
0 and
defined
2.
for this domain. Are you getting that? So that reason is
Yeah.
known to us,
For
and
R.
that reason is nothing but rectangle, and we are finding the volume, right? Because that
Below. Above.
rectangle is below
Yeah.
the surface. Okay,
Yeah.
fine. So now you can integrate that. So if you integrate this to
Yeah.
find the volume, so y is equal to 0 to y is equal to 2, and we are integrating with respect to x. So y is constant, so y x square upon 2. Do it side by side.
Yeah.
So y is equal to 0 to y is equal to 2.
4.
4 2y 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 2y. Okay, x should disappear. If you have integrated with respect to x should disappear completely, because we are putting some constant for x.
So,
Yeah, yeah,
but
go ahead.
oh, you no.
I have substituted
You put the 2 there.
2
Oh
instead
yeah,
of
yeah,
x,
yeah, yeah,
4 by 2,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
2y.
Yeah.
So then integration of 2y is y square,
Yeah.
0 to 2. So the
2
answer is 4,
y square from 0 to 2. So 4. Yeah.
right? Yeah, that previous diagram is right now, because that should
Yeah.
cover the surface. Okay. Now, have they said to find the alternative? No, we are not. We are not switching that.
No.
Now, the second question is,
Says evaluate.
yeah, yeah. So the second question is, we have to evaluate this. Now, understand this properly this time. Yeah. Okay. See, that region is defined. This region is defined for this domain. Here, the domain for R is an ordered pair x comma y, where x is between 0 and 3 and y is between -1 and 1. So you can see that x and y both are bounded by constant
Yeah. So
in
this
two
is
diff.
the same thing. It's just from 0 to 3 and -1 to 1.
Yes, and two
The
different
limits will
ways.
just be 0 to 3 and -1 to
Yes,
1. dy by dy dx dy.
yes, yes, yes. So I just give you
So it'll
the
just be
form. You can integrate that as homework. Okay. So v is equal to x is equal to 0 to x is equal to 3, y is equal to -1, y is equal to -1 to y is equal to 1. So that ranging from y So the function is f of, what is function? Function is, yeah, x plus x square y. What should I write next?
dx.
Hmm?
Sorry.
What should I write next here? Here.
To change in area.
Hmm.
So that
Area,
will be,
but what is dx or dy? First, look at the write-ups. Fibonacci theorem.
dy dx.
Dy dx.
dy dx.
Because this y is ranging here, so that decide this variable. Okay, we are integrating with respect to y, so we are going to replace all y. So this can also be written as, because they said write in two different ways, so they are asking about Fibonacci theorem.
Yeah,
So y
which
is
can
equal
also
to,
be written as, I'll tell you. So d
Yeah, yeah.
is equal to y is equal to minus 1 to y is equal to 1 integration x equal to 0 x equal to 3
Yeah.
x plus x square y dx dy.
dx dy. So where this r situated,
And
where
then
this r in your question, where this r lie, what is that r?
it's a rectangle.
Rectangle. Where is that rectangle?
At 2 points.
In xy plane. That rectangle is in xy
Yeah.
plane. Okay, and that is bounded by this limit they have already mentioned. So x, y. So rectangle is in xy plane. X is ranging from 0 to 3. Okay, sorry, 3 is here.
Yeah.
X is ranging from 0 to 3. Y is ranging from minus 1 to 1. So let's say this is minus 1 and 1. Okay, so if we draw this, see, x is equal to 0 to 3. Okay, x is equal to 0 to 3. Understand this properly. X is equal to 0 to 3. So I have drawn two parallel lines, which is x is equal to 3 and x is equal to 0. And when y is equal to minus 1 to 1. Okay, like this. Do you understand the region? Do you understand that rectangle here?
Yeah.
So that rectangle is basically this. Am I right? Can you see that rectangle?
Yeah.
So that is region which they are talking about. This R that doesn't mean rectangle. R stand for rectangle. That R stand for region basically. Okay, and that region is on xy plane, and the shape of that region is basically rectangle. It could be anything, depending on the limit, depending on the definition of region. Okay, now where is x plus, where is f of x comma y is equal to x plus x square y? Where is that surface?
To take it up.
Yes, so that surface may be somewhere here. I'm not sure about that. That surface could be anything here. But and what is volume now? What is volume? Which volume we are talking about?
The
This rectangle shoots up and it intersects the surface.
Yeah.
Right? Like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Very horrible.
So I understood. It's okay. You don't have to draw it.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's fine. So that is basically the volume we are finding. Is it clear now? I think it should be clear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, so I think you can do that.
Integration of
Yeah,
this.
you can do that, right? Do it.
So just see that it's correct.
Yeah.
So first integration with respect to y. So that means y x is constant. So x squared X is constant. X is constant, right? So
Yeah.
with respect to y.
Yes.
So would it be x squared?
This is 2. So you are integrating with respect to y first, right? So that would be xy plus
Yeah.
x square y square by 2.
Mm. So minus 1 to 1.
Yes. Apply the limit.
And then substitute all the y's.
Yes. All y should disappear.
So x plus x squared by 2 dx.
X plus x square by 2 dx, right? Minus, did you apply minus 1 also? That is not 0 in this case.
No.
So
Yeah.
apply that.
Minus x plus x squared by 2 dx. So it just becomes x squared by 2 plus x squared by 2. So 2x squared by 2. So just x squared by 2.
Answer. Yeah. Just x square.
X squared by 2.
No. 2 will cancel out, no?
Oh yeah, just x squared because it gets cancelled.
Yeah. So when you substitute 3, you should get some definite
X
value.
cubed by 3.
X cube by 3. The final answer is x square.
X cubed by 3.
No, sorry. Wait. I think you got this. Just a second. 0 to 3 xy plus x square y square by 2 minus 1 to 1 dx. Did you get this?
Yeah.
So when we substitute
I got that. So
yeah. So when
so
we,
then I got x plus x squared by 2 minus x plus x squared by 2 dx. So the x minus x cancel out.
No, you will get this x plus x square by 2 plus x minus x square by 2. Check it out.
So why plus x? Because it's minus 1.
See, when we substitute 1, we'll get this 2 term. The first 2 term, when we substitute 1 instead of y. So x plus x square by 2.
Yeah.
Then we have minus, right?
Yeah.
Then we have minus in the formula itself. That is f of b minus f.
Oh, yeah. Got it. Okay. So it becomes 2x, and then that becomes x squared. Okay. Now I got it.
Yeah. So what is the answer?
So that becomes 2x, so it becomes 2x squared by 2. So x squared from 0 to 3. So 3 squared is 9.
9. Now find second integration. They are saying whether they will equal or not, right? And solve both of these iterated integrals to check that you arrive at the same answer.
Yeah. So y x plus x. Yx plus x cubed y by 3.
Yes.
Dy. From 0 to 3.
Then we integrate with respect to x.
One second.
Done.
So we substitute all this.
Yes. We substitute 3. Did you find that?
So I'm substituting 1 second. So you substitute all the x. So 3y plus. This doesn't seem right, so I think I made a mistake.
What did you get as integration? Did you get x square by 2 plus yx cube by 3?
X square by 2 plus y.
X cube by 3.
Yeah.
So 0 to 3 dy.
Yeah.
When we
Yeah,
substitute
yeah.
3, yeah. So when we substitute 3, that would be 9 by 2
Oh, so I did
plus
it right.
27 by 3y. So which is 9y again, right?
Yeah. So x squared by 2.
9 by
So
2.
why is it x squared by 2? Isn't it just x squared?
We are integrating with respect to x. And the integration of x is x raised to 1 plus 1 over 1 plus
Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So this becomes 9 by 2y. This becomes 9 by 2y plus 9y squared by 2 and minus 1, which is 9 by 2 plus 9y plus 9 by 2 minus 9 by 2 plus 9 by 2.
Did you get 9?
Sorry?
Did you get 9? Because the answer is 9 in the previous case.
Yeah. 1 second. This 9 by 2. So when you substitute 1,
Always
it is
put
9 by 2 plus 9 by 2.
say to avoid mistake, always put 2 brackets with minus sign.
Yeah, so I did it like that only.
Okay,
I did it like that only.
then what?
But because there's a square, it becomes never mind. So 9 by 2 plus 9 by 2 minus 9 by 2, so 9.
Then?
Yeah.
So we can conclude that both the iterated integral are equal
Are the same.
and Fibonacci's were right.
Yeah.
Okay. Now third question. So third question, they've given hint that doesn't require, because when we integrate this with respect to y, what we have to do? We know that we are going to see both the term involve y. Am I right? Both the term involve y. Right?
Yeah.
So obviously we have to do integration by part. So we know one thing here, that both, if you switch the variable, it doesn't make any difference. If you switch the variable,
Yeah.
right, it doesn't make any difference in the volume. So what should we take? Either dy dx or dx dy. It really depends on which one is easier, isn't it? Because both
Yeah.
will give you same answer. So which one is easier, that will decide what variable or the integration will be done first. Okay. So here we know that both the term in this function involve y. So we are going to do this by integration by part. I'm not comfortable with that. So what I'll do,
Yeah.
I'll switch the variable here. Then we'll get y cos xy dx dy, because we know that both are equal, right? That's why they said in hint,
Yeah.
reverse the order of integration.
Switch
But
the
the
reverse.
logic is,
Yeah.
which one is easier, we have to select
That's
that
it.
as the first integration. Okay. Now
Yeah.
we can simply integrate this, because y is kept constant, so we'll treat y as constant here. So what is integration of cos xy? Sin xy,
Sine. Yeah.
and do we have to do anything else here?
From 0 to pi.
We have to divide this by y. What is integration of sine 4x?
Oh, cos. Negative cos.
Negative cos 4x upon 4. You remember that? So we have to divide this by the coefficient of x. So the coefficient of x is y here, and then we'll apply
Is
the
y.
limit.
Yeah.
So y will cancel out, and it really helps us here
Yeah.
to figure out the volume. So when we put pi here, so sine, where are we putting pi? We are putting pi instead of x.
So x.
So sine pi y minus sine 0, that is going to be 0.
Yeah.
All x disappeared. Now we simply integrate sine pi y. What is sine pi y? Minus cos pi y upon pi.
Minus cos pi y. Pi. Yeah.
And then we'll
Go to 1.
put the values here. Cos pi upon pi minus cos 0 upon pi. Is it clear? Never make mistake while writing this minus sign.
Yeah.
It is not reflected on the screen. Just a second.
What's it?
It, yeah, it's now come up. Now you can see
Yeah.
it. Yeah. So what is cos pi?
So
Minus
minus cos pi by pi minus cos 0. Yeah.
1 by pi and plus
1 by pi
plus 1 by pi,
plus
which
minus
is
pi.
2 by pi, right?
2 by pi. Yeah.
Now the next question is really interesting. It requires some explanation. Okay, but I'll give you that in shortest way. Like, see, as we were talking about the region was rectangle till now, right? As I said, it can be anything.
Yeah.
It depends on how x and y
Yeah.
are bounded. So the region is, see, understand this. S, they have written S here to represent the region, and they have defined S
Yeah.
by the ordered pair x comma y, 1 x less than 2, 1 less than y less than x. Okay, so this is the function. First of all, understand this is the function, that is the surface. It represents the
Yeah.
surface, and S is the region here, where the definition of the region is given here. Since x and y both are not bounded by constant, it won't give you rectangle, right? It can be
Yeah.
anything. So if I
Yeah.
try to draw the given scenario, so let's, this is y, this is x, this is c. Okay. Now for this, the lower limit is 1, the upper limit is x, right?
Yeah.
So what is y is equal to x? If we just draw this
Sorry?
line, if we draw this line, y is equal to x. So where it is situated, that line is here, right? Y is equal to
On
x.
y. Yeah.
Y is equal to x. And where y is equal to 1, y is equal to 1 is somewhere here, let's say.
And
Okay.
yeah.
So if we draw this line, y is equal to 1. But y is less than x. Am I right? Y is less than x.
Yeah.
And let's draw x
Less
is
than
equal to, x is between 1 and 2. So x is here. Let's say x is here and here, right? So if we draw parallel line, so this is x is equal to 1, x is equal to 2. So obviously our region is between 1 and 2. Are you getting that? Our region is obviously between x is equal to
Yeah.
1 and x is equal to 2. And one more thing, the region is between 1 and x also. So where this region represent basically, y is less than or equal to x.
That small triangle. The triangle in the middle.
x is greater. So which triangle? This you're saying?
So how do I show you? Yeah, that one.
1 and 2, and y is equal to x. So
Is it that?
yeah, so we can understand by putting any point on this. So suppose this is any point that can be like, let's say 0.5. What is the intersection? This point, y is equal to x, and x is equal to 1. Y is equal to x is equal to
Yeah.
1. So y is equal to 1. So this, the coordinate of this is 1 comma 1, right? Coordinate of this is 2 comma
Yeah.
2 comma 1, and coordinate of this is uh, 1 comma 1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's the region sketch.
yeah. So that's the reason x is,
So it can really be like any shape depending on what the question is, right?
yes, it can be any shape depending on this region, definition of the region.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay. And then write a double integrated.
So then by double integration, we are setting up that the double integration, and then since we have already sketched the region here,
So x is from
the first
1
question
and
was
x is
sketch
to
the
2.
region, and then we write the double integration as an iterative integral, and then we can simply evaluate that.
Yeah. But will y just be from 1 to 1?
Y will be no 1 to x. One more thing here. We always put the inside integral as a variable here. So y is 1 to x, right? So 8y by x square dy dx, and x is equal to 1 to 2. See, the outside integration must be constant, because at the end we are going to put constant to get the volume, right? We are not going to put variable
Yeah.
to get some random answer. So in such situation,
So then
this
don't you
order
have
is
to change
important.
the x?
Sorry.
So how will you do it with respect to x then?
No, we will
Like
not do
first
that. We
part.
will not do that. We will not do that. In this case, the order is
Okay.
important, because we have to put the variable, like where the variable, the y is ranging from 1 to x, which is basically the variable. So that should be for the inside integration.
Yeah.
Okay, and the constant will always be outside. The constant range.
So I'm just a little confused. Sorry.
Yeah,
So it'll be dy dx with respect to y first.
yeah.
So
You
the
have to,
x will be constant.
yes, you have to integrate this with respect to y.
So it'll be
First.
it.
Yeah,
So it'll be 8y squared by
8y square
2.
by 2x square. 8x,
So
8 by x
8y
square is
squared by
constant,
2.
y square by 2. Like this.
Yeah. 8y squared by 2. Yeah. And then it's from 1 to x, but
Yeah. Then we'll substitute, we'll replace y
so
by x. We get the function in terms of x.
oh. Okay, I got it. So it'll be 8 by x squared
Cancel this. This
x
become
squared
4.
by 2.
1 to 2.
Yeah.
So now what is variable? X is
Minus.
variable.
But
So
there's also minus, right?
yeah. So minus 1 by x. Yeah,
So
that is,
y 4 y squared is 4.
sorry.
Why is it 4 y?
Sorry. That y must
Alright,
be
okay.
replaced.
Yeah.
No, that y must
No,
be
no, I
replaced.
got.
Hmm.
Yeah, x. Yeah.
So what we'll do first,
So
we
it'll be
simply
4x
replace all
squared.
y minus 4 by x square. Is it clear?
Yeah. So it's just
X square will cancel out. 4x
4
minus
minus.
4 by x. 1 to 2.
Yeah.
Done?
Got it.
Yes. So
Yeah.
this is our volume. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So now,
Got it. Yeah.
now when, like, when do you have, Wednesday is your test, right?
So I'll send you a message as I sign up for my slot
Yeah.
because they haven't like they sent out an email but the link is not working.
Okay.
So like my professor's sleeping right now, so I'll
Hmm.
probably get it by the evening and I'll look at the sign-ups and I'll let you know.
Okay. Good.
So it's
So,
probably gonna be
hmm,
anytime. It'll be either Monday or Tuesday next week. I'm gonna try and take a Monday or Tuesday slot. So, um,
yeah, Tuesday would be
if we're
better.
doing
Like,
Monday,
if you have any
can we do?
option between Monday and Tuesday, then
Yeah.
try to choose Tuesday. That would be better.
Okay. Because for me it'll be in the evening, so then we can do class that morning.
Yeah, sure. No problem.
Okay.
Okay.
So then it'll be all be fresh. So
Yeah, definitely.
okay. So
So,
thank you. So
yeah,
I'll message you as soon as I sign up.
yeah, yeah, sure. Okay.